Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Hey guys, welcome to Carolina and Company Live, a special show we've got here today talking about classic cars. Now, this is your deal, right?
I love these classic cars, and these guys, let me just show you some of the cars. Take a look at these cars now. These are some of the guys. We've got some really classic cars today. We're going to talk to each one of them. Everything from a 1930 Huckster, which I call the tomato wagon or whatever, and then we got a 57 Ford convertible. We've got all these cool cars, trucks, and we'll talk about the red 64 Chevy that you see in the opening of our commercial every day.
That's right.
Not a commercial, but when we come on the air.
That's the one I get to ride in every day,
that's right. That's right. We get to ride in
We've
it.
got a great show lined up today, but first we're going to check out our weather.
Your first warning weather with meteorologist Zach Covey.
Well, one of the hottest days we've experienced in a while. Definitely the hottest day this week. High temperatures today at the coast, 89 degrees, inland at 94. Notice that our muggy conditions will continue to stick around too. It's all due to those winds out of the south inland, out of the east at the coastline. So it will feel more like 103 to 104 inland, the upper 90s at the coast. Notice these temperatures not really dropping, maybe by a degree or two from today's highs for our Saturday and Sunday. But still, it's going to be hot, the bottom line. A 20% chance of a shower storm Saturday and Sunday, dry on our Monday. CCU students heading out to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia. Pretty hot. High noon kickoff, 89 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Add a little bit more cloud cover. That's really all you could hope for throughout the game to cool you off. We'll go with a 20% chance of a shower storm by the time the game is reaching the third or fourth quarter and by the end of it. Over in Death Valley, a little cooler. What an oxymoron. Still humid, though. 88 degrees, feeling more like the mid-90s. Partly cloudy skies for that 12:20 kickoff. Continue throughout the afternoon. Also a 20% chance of a shower storm. Sunday, 6 p.m., the green flag waves at the Bojangles Southern 500. Expecting to wave on time, too. Taking rain chances out for that 6 p.m. start and for the remainder of the race. The only delays you have to worry about for the race would be those pesky yellow flags. I step off real quick. Let's see that Labor Day weekend forecast across Carolinas. Hot, humid, 20 to 30% chance of rain across both North Carolina and South Carolina, and to a lesser extent Georgia as well. We are expected to see that high pressure and the high out west create that weakness. That's what's going to allow for that increase, 20 to 30% chance of rain on our Saturday and Sunday. They merge Monday, leading to another major outbreak of very hot and warm temperatures and muggy conditions next week. It's also going to mean we remain dry. That's why our rain chances have significantly dropped on our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we're going with mostly sunny skies those days. Still about a 10% chance of rain every one of those days, but honestly, mostly sunny skies will be the remainder of the forecast.
And welcome back, everybody. We're talking about a classic car show today. A lot of cool cars here.
That's right.
How you like this one?
I like it a lot. And see, I'm learning a lot today, which I think is the best part of the whole thing. It's always great to learn something. We've got Jim with us now. It's a 1957 Ford convertible.
You got that right. Now, Jimmy, how long you had this car?
16 years.
16 years. All right. Where did it come from?
Maryland.
Maryland?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I want to ask the question, would you sell it?
Yeah, I would sell it.
You would?
Price is right.
All right. Now, what would you say it would take for somebody to buy this 57 beautiful Ford?
I would say about 75.
75,000. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was right. All right. Now, I've got to ask you another question because I know your wife's watching, though, but how much you got in this car?
Exactly.
I hate to say.
You don't want to say that part, do you?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, this is such a neat car. Look at the interior in this car. Now, you're talking about some nice stuff, and all the cool cats got to have a set of dice hanging from the windows. You see that, Amanda?
I do. I see it, and I really like the interior. I think it's really neat.
it
It's
is.
all glitzed out and glam, which I personally
Now,
really,
it has
really
some
like.
other stuff. It's got the Continental kit on the back, and very few cars have that. Now, there's some other things when you set up, you have a little tray that you put on, like when you go to a drive-in or something.
Drive-in movie tray.
Yeah.
It sits with the all the condiments on it.
Yeah.
Plus, like a drive-in movie speaker.
Yeah, you got that too.
Sits outside of it.
Well, I'm going to tell you what,
How
you're talking
cool.
about a cool car here, Jimmy, and I promise you, $75,000. Amanda, you got any money? No money?
No,
All right, well,
not
I
not
don't
with
know,
me.
I don't know if we're going to get 75. What are these? Are these spotlights on the front?
Yes, sir.
Those are spotlights.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus beers.
All right. Okay. So, so this is a stock
Yes.
57.
Yes.
Everything's stock on
Everything's
it.
stock on it.
Okay.
All right, now I want to know. Do you go out to Cecil's car shows and stuff all
Yes.
the time? Where else do you travel? Or what's the furthest you've taken this car, maybe?
Elizabethtown, North
Elizabethtown?
Dakota. Yes.
Yep. Carl
Okay.
was up there the other week too.
Yes.
Did you go the other week?
No, I didn't
You
make
didn't
it
go
the
the
other.
other
No,
week?
I didn't make it the other week.
Okay,
No.
that's good. Now this thing, this cool thing about it, he comes to the show and he has
Yeah.
the top down. Even when it's hot, he drives the top down.
That's right.
What about if it's cold?
He drives the
cool.
top down.
Okay.
It's cool.
It's even better, right? It's
Yeah.
even better.
All right.
Now, have you always been interested in classic cars?
Yes.
All right. So how long, is this the first one you've ever kind of redone, or tell me?
No, it's a second one.
What was the first one?
Yeah.
What was the first one?
57 two-door hardtop.
57 two-door hardtop.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. All right.
There
Now, I
you
had a
go.
friend of mine had a 57 Ford one time, and we put cutouts on it.
Okay.
You know, where you make the noise, you just go outside and ride around.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Cutout. That was cool stuff. All right, Jim Bigelow's
cool.
with us. I'll tell you, nice looking 57 Ford Fairlane convertible. It can be yours today. $75,000. I don't have quite enough, Jimmy.
How
Not
about
quite enough.
$74,995?
$74,995?
We'll give you a
He'll
discount.
take it.
He'll take it. That's right. We
All right.
have 4 more cars to show you. Stick around. We'll be back. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, our special show all about classic cars. Cecil is loving life today,
That's right.
talking about all these awesome cars.
We have cruise-ins almost every week, and people come, and all these guys, they come to the car show because they like to show off their cars.
Absolutely.
All right, now
Well-
Barry's with us now, and what's he
Yes.
got? Tell him what he's got.
All right, my list. I'm really glad this list is right. 1967, it is a Chevy pickup.
There we go. Now, all right, now, Barry, how long have you had this?
I've had it about 5 years now.
5 years? All right, now, what color is that?
That is called Black Currant.
Oh, okay.
It's like a black cherry.
All right, now, where did you get this car from?
I got it from Charlotte, and we drive it everywhere.
All right. I got to ask you, got air conditioning?
Air conditioning, definitely. That's the first thing I put on it after I got it.
Now, what size motor you got in this car?
350, 700 R4 transmission.
All right, I got to ask the question. Would you sell it?
No,
You wouldn't sell it?
no.
Not
no.
even, let's say, $75,000.
Well, we'd think about it. My wife.
He's like, well, you know.
All right, does your wife know how much you have in the car?
Yes.
She does?
Oh, yeah.
All right, tell us how much you got in this car.
Probably about 25,000.
25,000. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Now, I love the interior. The interior is so neat in it. But the back, I love the way he has the back covered.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a reason for that, just to preserve the truck a little bit? Or?
I just like the tonneau cover on it.
Sure.
And
Okay.
of course, you can unhook that and put stuff in there and
Yeah,
carry it,
Definitely.
right?
Oh,
Of
definitely.
course.
I have all my cleaning supplies in the back. Tailgate go down. You got all your cleaning supplies.
Keep your car clean. All right, now, is this, you consider this to be stock, right?
This is stock, except it's got a 70 or a 72 grill on it. A lot of different parts came into it when the guy built it.
Okay, so the grill, the front grill, let's look at it. That's a 72 Chevy grill.
Right.
Okay, that's the only. That's not a big difference. I mean, I didn't look at the grill to see that.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things on the car that aren't to the 67, but 67 to 72 are all the same.
Now, was there a reason you wanted a 67?
It was available.
I like that.
No, I like that too. And I want to know, is this the first car that you have redone?
No, actually, I've had them all my life. When we got married 40 years ago, I had a 31 Ford pickup.
Wow. All right, now, wait a minute. Somebody told me you just got something else.
54 Chevy.
Two-door?
Two-door Bel Air. Barn find.
That's
Perfect
amazing.
body.
Where'd you find it out of?
Up in Pageland.
Yeah, North Carolina.
You know you're going to get in trouble walking around looking in people's barns. But that is pretty neat. When are you going to have that ready to roll?
It's going to be about 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Bring it to a show.
I will do.
You do.
It's been to a couple shows already.
Oh, man, that's cool. 1967
Right.
Chevy. I like it. I really do. And the color again is?
Black Currant.
Black Currant.
You got that?
I got it. Black.
Right.
I actually really like it. It's very
I do
pretty.
too. I think it's
Yeah.
real cool.
It's perfect for fall.
Yeah.
You're in.
That's right. You're in. All right. Next coming up, we're going to look at the 64 Chevy that we use in the opening of our show.
That's right.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, talking about classic cars. And I will say, the classic car we get to ride in every day in our promo is the one we're going to talk about next.
That's right. Carl White, the 64 Chevy Impala. That's it. SS. Oh, I forgot. I got the SS.
Get this.
That means it's got bucket seats in it.
Yes, it does.
All right, now let's talk a little bit about the 64. What kind of motor's in it?
It's the original motor. It's just a 283.
Right.
And it's still got the Power Glide transmission still in it. It's all original numbers matching SS. I've had it for over 40 years, and I'm the second owner.
All right, now you got to tell me when you
Family
first,
owned.
yeah, family on it. When you first got this car, what did it look like?
It was a mess. It was like the Flintstone car. No floors, no top, no exhaust.
No nothing.
No nothing. My wife drove it home 400 miles from Indiana, Pennsylvania.
No way.
You paid so much for it. How much you pay for it?
$100.
Are you kidding
$100.
me?
No, he's not.
Wow.
kidding.
So, all right. So now I probably already know the answer about selling it. It's going to be a no, but
No,
would
it's
you?
too family owned. My son wants it, I'm sure. We took him, well, my wife to the hospital. He's brought home and taken to the hospital in a snowstorm in this car.
No
when he was
way.
You
born.
got to keep it.
Oh.
I'm the third person to ever drive it when we shot that promo.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
only the third person and
That's-
never again.
You know, I was
Never
about to say,
again.
that
He won't
was
let me drive it
pretty
anymore.
Poor Carl. That was pretty trusting
Well,
of
look
you,
at the
I will
seats.
say.
Let's look at the interior here. You're talking about bucket seats. Now, these are so cool. I mean, this is original stuff that he's had redone and put into it. The only thing that's not original is, of course, the tire, the wheels. And you've got some different. What type mags are these on here? Look at the wheels. Man, there's some good-looking wheels.
They're Coys.
Yeah, the Coy wheels. Okay, all right.
Utah.
Very
You thought.
cool.
But everything's original. I mean, that's what is so neat. You look how straight it is. There's no dents in it.
Right.
Nothing. How do you keep it that way?
It's in the garage
All the time.
He doesn't let you drive
all the
it.
time, but I got another car to drive now.
Yeah,
so
he's
this
got,
fits
tell him the
most
other
of
car.
time.
Tell him about the other car.
It's a 38 Chevy Coupe.
And your wife's got a.
68 Mustang convertible.
Very cool.
They are an old car family. But they
I
have new
love it.
cars, too. They have some new cars,
Okay,
too.
now we were talking a second ago, and I'm noticing from the inside there are no seat belts in this car, and I said, how does that work, Carl?
And the seatbelts weren't mandatory till 1968.
That's right. And so it's kind of grandfathered in. You don't have to have them
Don't
in
have
the
to
car.
have them. No.
All
have you
right.
ever been stopped, though, and asked?
Yes, I've
Really?
been stopped by a state trooper in Virginia, and I had to go to court to win.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing, but this is a beautiful car, I tell you, and to
is
have something this original, and every day we see it on our show. That's
Every
amazing.
Yeah, and we
See,
really,
that's why I don't bring it out much anymore, because I see it on TV every day.
it doesn't need any more FaceTime, right?
That is right. This is beautiful.
Well, we
I'll tell you.
appreciate that and appreciate you letting us drive it for the promo of our show as well.
Okay, thank you. You're
All
welcome.
right.
Hang around. I'm going to drive it after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
right. Yeah, right. Guess what?
What?
We got two more.
Oh, man. 2 more great cars coming up. We'll be back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. It's Classic Car Day right here out back at the TV station. And we are talking now about a 1966 Corvette.
You know, that's something I have never owned is a Corvette. And Butch has one. Now, Butch, tell us a little bit about this one.
That's 1966 Corvette. I've had it 5 years. Original color. Car basically stock, 327, 350 engine, 4-speed, positive traction rear, red white walls.
Red trims on
Red
it. Yeah.
walls, side pipes, and it's a great car.
Hey, guess what?
Great car.
Yeah.
He's got dice in his mirror.
He got dice in
Yeah,
his mirror.
buddy.
That's about everybody has those.
I
The
know.
cool little cars. Now, looking inside of the Vet, this is not the split window. The split window came out when?
1963, one and only year.
The first year. Now, if you had a split window, that'd be worth a lot of money.
Quite a bit. Quite a bit
Quite a
of money.
bit.
We could retire almost.
You could retire. You and I both could. That's what I like these cars. They're so cool, and Butch comes to a lot of our car shows, too.
Yeah.
All right, now, I've got to ask you this. Would you sell this car?
I would. My wife wouldn't, though.
Your wife wouldn't?
She would not.
Well,
no.
she's watching, so she
Exactly.
said
Exactly.
you're right on
Yep.
that. All right, now just for some figure, if you were going to sell it, what kind of money are we talking?
Between 65 to 70.
65 to 70.
All right.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Pretty good.
Now, is this your first one you've ever
No, this
done?
is my second Corvette, and I've had a '67 Mustang before this.
Oh, 67 Mustang.
Yeah.
Oh, straight drive? What was
Fastback. It was automatic, 289, 411 rears. It was a quick car.
What color?
Red.
Red. He's a red car
Something
man.
about a red
He loves
car,
that.
that's
Resale
right.
red, it's called.
That's it. Resale red. But these are cool cars. I remember when we got those red rims around the car. I got one in 1965 for my car. I paid $11 for recaps.
$11.
That was a long time ago.
You don't
Bud.
want to know what these tires
No,
cost.
I know, but they cost a bunch. I'm sure they
They
did.
sure did.
But I tell you, you drive this car a lot.
A lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot.
A lot of people have these cars and they sit them in their garage and don't drive them. People like Butch, he drives his. You see him riding down the road. And
Well,
Yeah.
he's always driving.
Everybody here drives their cars just
I
about
know
every
they do.
day.
That's
Every
what's so
day.
amazing
Yeah.
about it.
Well, and what's the furthest that you've taken this to a car show or something?
Probably up in Charlotte,
Okay.
I'm saying.
So not super far, but you do
Oh,
drive
yeah,
a
I
car,
do
which
travel
is
with
great.
Yeah. Yep.
And you drive it up there.
Oh, yes. No trailer.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about trailer hauling because a lot of people do that when they go a long distance. But these guys drive their cars everywhere they
Every
go.
day. And most of the people in the car club do.
I know
Good.
they do.
You know?
That's what's the great thing about it.
Most
All
of them do, yes.
And we got a lot of people in this area from different car clubs, and of course the car club is the Myrtle Beach Car Club, but there's a lot of other clubs and people, and we appreciate all of them. And very nice ride.
I appreciate that. Thank
Yes.
you.
You got it.
Man, you know what?
What? You gonna
I'm
take a ride?
No, I'm learning. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
You
But
got air
guess what?
conditioning? You got air conditioning?
yes. Oh, yes.
I'm riding in that one too.
I'm learning a lot. We have one more coming up, and personally, I really like this one coming up next. Hey everybody, welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, the fifth and final car for our classic car show happening today. It's a 1930 Model A Ford Huckster. Got that right. My notes right there.
That's right.
That's
And
right.
Paul's with us now, and Paul's got a neat story. A lot of people name their cars, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of them do. I happen to name this one. I bought this car in 2008 down in North Kingston, Rhode Island.
Okay.
I saw it on the internet, and I bought it on February 29th in 2008.
Right.
and my wife was with me, and I said, we got to have a name for this car. This is a special car. So I said, what are we going to name it? And she came up with the name Sadie Hawkins because
it was
a
license
Sadie
tag
Hawkins.
on the front of it. Yeah, that's so cool about it.
Someone gifted me that plate. And I said, I haven't heard that name in 50 years. They used to have Sadie Hawkins dances.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about the inside of the car. Let's talk about Sadie.
Yeah,
Let's talk about her.
All right. Well, it's a four-cylinder, straight block engine. It's about 40 horsepower. It'll do 50 to 55 miles an hour. In fact, I brought an Escort with me today because I've been out of action for a while.
Yeah, you have.
This is my first day back behind the wheel. So.
All right, now we're talking about this. I call it the fruit wagon. Tell them why I call it the fruit wagon.
Well, basically, that's what it was. I mean, people used it for a variety of things, but people used to use it on the farms to load it up with fruit and peddler wares, peddler fruit and vegetables.
Go around and sell it.
And go around and sell
Can you
it,
see
exactly.
a bunch of watermelons in the back? I think it'd be awesome.
Well, yep. I've been tempted to do that, go out to a farm and load it up to watermelons and bring it to one of the shows and just give them away. But
all right, now this car has air conditioning. Show them the air conditioning.
Yep.
Reach over here and show them.
It's right here. Yeah, this window is cracked a little bit.
Yeah, pull it
and
out.
It's got the two windows right there
in
the back here. And you never have to worry about being cold in the winter because the heat comes right through that firewall and it gets hot in there. So it's got everything. Yeah.
All right, we got the big lights up front. Now, what are these called?
These are the direction lights right here. Yep.
Okay.
Right, that's pretty cool.
Now, would you ever consider selling this car?
Sure, I'd consider selling it.
If the price is right?
Yeah.
If the price is right.
What kind of money are you talking about?
I don't know. If somebody threw a ridiculous number out that rang my chimes, I would sell it. But I cannot give you a number what that would be.
Okay, all right. Now, when you bought this back in 2008, do you mind telling us what you paid for it?
Yes.
All right, you mind?
Yes.
Oh, you don't want to tell me?
No.
No.
All right, would you take $50,000 for it?
Oh, sure.
Today?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Would you take 40?
I'd mull that over.
Okay.
What we're going to do is, Paul, we're going to work on your poker face with people offering you a price.
Yeah.
Okay?
You got to do
All right.
that. All right, we got a few more minutes. I tell you, we've had a great time today. All these cars, it's just so cool that all these guys took time to come out here.
Well, and I think that's the cool thing. You guys are all friends, right, Paul? I mean, you guys see each other every week at the car shows.
Yep.
There's a lot of camaraderie between.
There's a lot of camaraderie, and it's fun to get together. And, of course, this clown here makes it fun with his DJ.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun with it. Look at all the cars. We're going to check them down one more time here.
Right.
There's the truck, the 64 Chevy. We're talking about the Corvette. And we're talking about the Huckster on the end down there. Boy, all right, that's great. I'll tell you, I love these kind of shows. We might do another show like this. I enjoyed this. We might do that. Thank y'all for watching. We do appreciate everybody.
And guess what?
What's that?
It's the weekend.
Is
you have
it?
a car show tomorrow?
Oh, of course. You're not supposed to talk it because we're not timing this one. We'll run it again.
Oh well.
That's all right.
Guess it won't work.
Hey, we'll see you again. Don't forget, everybody have a great day, and we'll be back with a lot more stuff. I promise you. All
Have
right.
a good one. See you later.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.